Ellis, great to chat to you in the sunshine here at Tolka ahead of a huge game against Bohs. When we look back to last week, though, just saying to Damien, was it more of a point gained, away from home against a big rival than 2 points dropped?
Maybe you could say that. Yeah, we was definitely disappointed with it because we felt like we played well. First half we was probably not as good as the second half. We kept the ball a lot better second half, and we had a couple of good chances. So yeah, we probably walked away disappointed not to take the 3 points. But certainly, you'd assume that Pats will be up there by the end of the season, so it might be a good point by the end of the season.
What's the mood in the camp overall after a few games in? Nobody, Drogheda started quite well, which has been a surprise, but nobody's really taken hold of the league. Is it been frustrating, or do you feel okay about it? What's the mood in the camp?
No, the mood's great. When you look at it, we've only lost one game this season, and you've seen how tight the league is. But no, the mood's great, and we back ourselves to beat anybody. So, with how tough the games are, particularly this season, there's no easy games. So you've got to be at it every week, otherwise you will get punished. It
does seem the fact that a lot of teams can beat each other. But talking to Mark Coyle last week, he was saying that because you're the champions now, and maybe there's a little bit more respect there, the teams are setting up differently against you. There's a bit of a target on your back.
Oh yeah, maybe, but you have in football you got to adapt to things like that, and we believe in ourselves. We know we've got good players, and sometimes it doesn't take a bit of quality to win the game. You got to work hard, run hard, outwork the other team, and hope you might score a goal off your knee or something. But we know how important these games are, and you got to give everything to get the 3 points.
Bohs made some big signings in the close season. Haven't quite hit the ground running yet. Obviously last year wasn't great for them either. What have you made of their season so far? Do you think they're maybe just taking their time to find their feet a little bit?
Maybe, yeah. They're a great team. They've got some fantastic players. You can't take any team lightly in this league. Even if you don't win a game in 4 or 5 games, if you're playing that team the next game, you've got to be at it. Otherwise, they will win, because anybody can beat anybody in this league.
Dublin Derbies. You've already had some. At Tolka Park, obviously with Bohs being so close, there is a special atmosphere to it. Are you really looking forward to it?
Oh, I can't wait. I was just saying, this place will be bouncing, and hopefully they can get behind us and help us go on to win the game.
Is that a big thing for the fans, that when you come out here and you can really hear the atmosphere? Because, I suppose in these old school kind of grounds, you do feel the crowd so close to you when you're taking a throw in a corner. Is that something that really just gets the blood pumping?
Oh yeah, definitely. When you first step out, when you're walking out, you can really feel the atmosphere, and it gives an extra edge to the game, and particularly with these Dublin derbies. I mean, I've personally not experienced a Dublin derby, in many of them, but now I know how much it means to the people. It gives it that extra edge, and hopefully it'll be a great night for us.
And listen, finally, overall for the campaign, winning the league but being defending champions would be a huge thing for this club, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, it'd be massive, but you can't look that far ahead. It's very cliche, but you can only look at the next game. We know how much of a threat every other team is in this league, so we've just got to try and get all the points on the board that we can, and focus on the next game.